Slashers, a genre of horror in which the main cast die by being slashed. Self-explanatory, I know. Oftentimes, justice isn't served to both the victims and the killers. Which is why I, with my non-existent legal knowledge, will be putting these villains and everyone applicable on trial. Now, I thought it fitting to start with the very first official slasher, Michael Myers, from the 1978 Halloween. Now, for this, I'm only going to go strictly on each slasher's first movies. None of the sequels or nothing, because you know how they ruin those IPs. So no BS Cult of Thorn, no recent trilogy, or the amazing 2007 Michael. That boy was ruthless. So let's put this man on the stand and see if he could get an insanity plea in 1978 Illinois. We follow 6-year-old Michael Myers, Haydenfield, Illinois, 1963. The movie opens up with this little boy all up in his sister's business. Now, I won't count this as stalking since his sister knew he was supposed to be in the house, but still.
Weird. Buddy, you're weird.
As he waits for an opening, Judas, his sister's boyfriend, leaves. As soon as he leaves, little Myers grabs a kitchen knife, sneaks up on his sis freshening up after having some fun, and stabs her 8 times! 8 of them! That is so messed up! Your sister?
Out of pocket for that shit.
You really gotta ask yourself.
Man! What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
And that marks the beginning of Michael's reign of terror. Oh, well, it would have, but he went straight to jail after this. Fast forward to 1978 and we meet this cueball, Dr. Samuel Loomis, talking to this nurse about Michael. We learn that he believes Michael is pure evil. We're gonna get back to him, promise. As we pull up to where Michael is being held, we see that something is off. As the nurse says,
"Since when did they let them wander around?"
Loomis hops out the car, leaving the nurse alone. Like, bro, what are you gonna do, bro? Get back in the car and let's go. What? This is where we see adult Myers. So Myers climbs on the roof of the car and scares the nurse out. He hops in and drives off. And I know what you're thinking, and I'm also thinking it too. This man's been locked up for 15 years. Who taught him how to drive? So this is the first of Michael's crimes. Grand theft auto of a government vehicle, escape of a government facility. We're off to a rocky start, and I believe he may or may not have murked the security officers inside, but since they don't say so or show it, I'll let it slide for now, but we're gonna keep our eyes on that boy. As we follow Loomis's dumb self trying to find Michael after days of him already escaping, we see that on the way to Haydenfield, Myers murked a man for his clothes and tossed a body in the bushes, so we got our first death already. 2nd-degree murder. Let's go. Oh wait, no, don't be proud of that. We don't condone murder. Unless it's Loomis. In Haydenfield, Illinois, we follow resident nerd and her popular freaky-ass squad, Laurie Strode, Annie Brackett, and Linda Vanderkolk. But this ain't a recap. This is a trial, so let's fast forward past them so we can get to Michael again. We see good old Michael get provoked by Annie as he drives by. He stays there for a while, waiting, looking, staring, and then he drives off. Yes, he killed them for such a pity.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Dr. Loomis arrives in Haydenfield, making his way to Judas Myers' grave, making us learn that Myers took the headstone. His 4th crime now, with one being something I completely overlooked: desecration of a gravesite and operating a motor vehicle without a license.
What more do you want from me?
Fast forward to the cue ball again, and yes, I know y'all getting sick of seeing him, and I'm also getting sick of seeing this guy because I hate him. We see him speaking to the sheriff, learning that someone robbed a store of knives and masks. We have 2 new crimes: theft and evading law enforcement. Understand that the first hour of this movie is solely build-up, and for a 1 hour and 30-minute movie, they sure haven't shown much horror so far. Come on, it's a 1978 movie, what did you expect? So I'm Slap him with 4 counts of stalking for the fuck of it. Now for the good stuff, because like I'm not gonna lie, nothing really happens for the rest of the movie because it's just stalking. We're gonna skip way forward. So it's nighttime on All Hallows Eve. Okay, it's not Hallows Eve, it's Halloween, but still, whatever. Time for this boogeyman to get to work. Myers is watching from the outside as Annie is on the phone with Lori in the kitchen. As Mike observes the vulnerable Annie, he gets closer and closer, and right when you can see he has an opening, he drops a flower pot? It doesn't kill? Alright, bro. Anyway, takes her close to the washing machine, with Michael watching as she strips. Freaky ass boy, I swear. So she goes inside after being held by the little kid and changes and gets into her car to pick up her mans after dropping the little girl over by Lori's house across the street. Just for Myers to pop out the back seat and strangle her before getting her head. R.I.P. Finally, took you long enough, but seriously though, R.I.P. shit. That's 1 count of first-degree murder right there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just really wanted to see something happen. You should have watched the movie. That it took so long to see a kill that I genuinely got bored. So we cut to Lori's home where Tommy Doyle, the kid Lori's babysitting, and the little girl that good old Annie dropped by, sees Michael carrying Annie's body into the house.
You what?
What is he gonna do? But I swear he's about to do something crazy. I'm pretty sure she's still a minor. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's 1 count of tampering with a corpse right there. Later on, about an hour after Annie's death, we see Linda and her boyfriend, Bob Sims, arrive to Annie's place but find it seemingly empty. After a quick call from Lori, letting them know the house was empty right now, they start getting freaky on the couch.
You what?
Then move to the bedroom. Do they even know whose room is that? No decency. After finishing up, Linda sends Bob out to get some beers. It's downstairs that Michael pops out the spice cabinet and strangles him, lifts him with 1 hand, and guts the boy. Tragic. At least he let one out before he died though. That's 2 counts of first-degree murder. Michael then decides to display a sense of humor. He covers himself with a tablecloth, cuts peepholes into it, puts on Bob's glasses, and goes to Linda, making it seem like it's Bob in a ghost fit. A lead strategy on his part, I can't lie. And also hinting that Bob is dead to her this way is a crazy thing, honestly. This Michael had jokes, I'm not gonna lie. This dude is funny as heck. Anyway, Linda, mad that Bob isn't responding to her, calls up Lori. As soon as she answers, Michael strangles her with the phone cord and makes it sound like they're going crazy on the mic. Freaky airborne. Eventually, Lori catches on as the gag starts sounding real and Michael's heavy air breathing cuts through the audio. 3 counts of first-degree murder. This man is not only evil, he is kind of funny. We now cut to the most innocent bystander in horror movie history, Lori, going to see Michael's hard work. In all honesty, she's going there to see what the heck is going on because, let's be honest, the things she heard on the call, she's worried now. As she approaches Annie's room, she sees yeah. He put Annie on display on the bed with Judah's headstone. He also hanged Ben by the legs and stuffed Linda in a closet. That's 3 counts of mutilation of a corpse. I don't give a damn. What? Evil! In her distress, Lori lowers her guard as we witness Michael in the shadows, lurking like a predator looking at his prey. And attacks! Yeah, he missed point blank range, bro. He missed point blank with a knife. I don't know how he did that shit. That's 1 count of aggravated assault, though. He chases Lori across the street, breaking into the Doyle's residence, in which Laurie pops him in the head. Yeah, not that easy. He chases Laurie up the stairs, corners her in a closet, and gets popped in the eye. Laurie always goes for the head, I can't lie. Yet again, he gets up, sneaks up on Laurie, and they start wrestling. I don't know why he didn't just go for the strangle or try and take the knife out of her hands and take her shit. Nah, they start wrestling. But we cut outside to where the kids run off screaming. We see Cue Ball over here, watch them, and he decides to enter the house. I don't know, man. That's breaking in for him right there too. Luckily, Loomis shoots Michael off Laurie and rushes in to finish the job, putting 5 more into the boy. Ruthless. That's 1 count attempted murder for Michael. The movie cuts off with Michael escaping because apparently he don't die, even after taking 6 shots to the chest, a stab wound to the eye, and getting a stab wound to the neck. He's unstoppable. Now, before we sentence Michael, we need to deal with another case. Dr. Samuel Loomis. This bald old idiot. Let's break down where this guy went wrong. 1, dehumanizing Michael. From the very beginning, he would refer to Myers as evil incarnate.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Sure, buddy. As Michael's psychiatrist, he acknowledges that he spent over 5 years trying to make sure Myers never got out. 2, obsessive negligence. In his obsession to ensure he never got away, by his hands, he fails to communicate the severity of the situation to the authorities of Haydenfield. 3, interfering with an investigation. This man convinces the sheriff to not tell the townsfolk that are in serious danger, mind you, that a murderer is on the loose. I've seen enough. Dr. Samuel Loomis, you are hereby found guilty for 1 count of criminal negligence, 1 count of obstruction of justice, and 1 count of attempted murder. Yes, he get in the book for that. He wanted to pack Michael the entire movie. Laurie just gave him a solid alibi. I sentence this cue ball to 1 year for criminal negligence. He never meant any harm, but it led to harm. 2 years for obstruction of justice. 8 years for attempted murder. 1978 Illinois classified this as a class 1 felony, so I'm being generous by giving him the minimum of that. And a $50,000 fine in reparations to the families of the victims. He will have his license as a medical practitioner revoked, and all past cases will be put into question. Now for Michael. Does he fit the criteria for an insanity plea? Let's see. 1978 Illinois classification for insanity was, by use of clear and convincing evidence, you are unable to fully grasp the severity of your actions. Let's take a look at Michael. Purposefully goes to Haydenfield, killing a man to change clothes on the way, steals his sister's headstone, robs a store for a weapon and a mask, evades authorities knowing he is a wanted man, stalking the victims a day prior, showing planning. All murders are done when the victim was at their most vulnerable. Does that sound like a man that didn't understand the severity of his actions due to a mental disorder?
No.
But being a psychopath is a mental disorder. By that definition, we ought to let Hannibal Lecter go. Insanity plea denied. I hereby charge Michael Audrey Myers with the following: 2 counts of breaking and entering, 1 count of escaping a government institution, 4 counts of stalking for each offense, 1 count of failure to appear to court, 1 count of second-degree murder, desecration of a gravesite, robbery, animal cruelty. He killed a dog, bro. Grand Theft Auto, 3 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of mutilation, and 1 count of attempted murder. I'm not even going to bother with individual charges. I sentence you to death by electric chair, rot in hell.
Requiescat in pace, you bastard.